Good morning. And I'm sure you'll agree, this vehicle needs no introduction. So many people have been asking to see this. Now, a couple of weeks ago, as you know, we should have had the MG5. That was supposed to appear today so we could go on some adventures to things like Blackpool Illuminations and another special place that we're heading to today. More on that later. But instead, MG gave us a call and said, would you prefer to have the new ZS EV? Yes, we would. So here we have it. And this is a Trophy Connect, so top of the range, 31,495, and that includes the grant. And just looking at it, you can see that there's a couple of things that have changed. And that's inside and out. For a start, the charging point has moved to there, and we've got a new grille, or should I say plate, because you don't actually have any of the resemblance of the combustion models. We've also got LED lights, so that's new for this, but not for the other models. And I think it's about 2 years and 2 months since we actually did our road trip from Goodwood all the way back up, and we had 163 miles of range. And if you remember 2 years ago, well, chargers weren't the easiest things to find. You had things like Zap App and Map, or whatever it's called, Zap and Appity, Zippity Doo, but they didn't work quite as well as today. And let's face it, the infrastructure has improved tenfold. And today we're going to test that. Anyway, enough of my wittering. Side profile, exactly the same. But we do have a new rear bumper. Also LEDs on the rear. Now, the one thing you will notice is the fact that the prices have gone up. But now you get a 273 mile range, as opposed to about 150 on a good day in winter. It did claim 163, like I said, but that increased when you went into urban environments by about 20 or 30 miles. Well, this, believe it or not, increases by about 100 miles. So you get 370 when in inner city driving, which is quite phenomenal. Keyless entry. And inside, some things have changed too. You'll recognise that. We've still got the rotary dial, nice and easy to operate. The centre console's changed, as has the infotainment. Look a little deeper into that in a moment. Good morning, Joseph. Thought you'd be tuning in to see this new one. Hope you're enjoying yours. I do like that petrol 6-speed, I really do. So yeah, panoramic. And look, a pull-down armrest with cup holders. The fun never ends. So more like the HS. Ta-da! So you've got a different motor now, and you've got a bigger battery. Exactly. Yes, Joseph, that's it. Rear air vents and an armrest. Let's have a sit in. So the range starts with the SE, then you get the Trophy, then you get the Trophy Connect. And that gives you things like Amazon Music. But this is the biggest thing. So we've got keyless go. So if I just press start, completely different. Look how fast I can bring up navigation. Is that navigation? I think it is. Get started. Yes, done. I could have sworn that the old system used to take about 20 seconds. So yeah, really, really quick. Okay, can remedy that. Still has things like MG Pilot. Come on, fans, go down. Nice feeling switchgear, and when you get in, it'll also give you like it's like a weather status report. The car will actually talk to you. Plus at the top it says there, possibility of icy roads. We have 185 mile of range. If we change the driving mode, we now have 194 in eco. Yeah, that's what I mean, Joseph. 20 to 25. Well, yeah, it was a bit much, wasn't it? Whereas this is just rapid. Plus, look at all this. You get the weather, because this is 4G, and I think it's even 5G. Partly sunny, showers, blah, 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 all this, that, and the other. And if you want to connect your smart app, you press user, there we go. And what happens here is we're connecting, so that's what we've been playing around with today. And what will happen here is a QR code will appear, and then you scan that with your phone and bang, you're connected to your vehicle. Good morning, Richard, how are you? We've got Richard and Joseph, all from the social. So if we go back to home, lots of things like 360 camera, and it's just a far quicker, it's more intuitive, and it's got lots more information. And you've got Wi-Fi and all types of things. I could spend hours just looking through this. In fact, I'll probably do a separate video on this, to be honest. So where are we? I'm still learning it. So I think into vehicle, speed assist, emergency lane keeping, traffic jam assist, front collision assist, pedestrian automatic emergency braking, rear driving assistance system. Back into here. Got your navigation, your radio, you can discharge, you can charge. We've got 82%, and then you can look a lot deeper than that. But I don't want to ruin everything for the review, so we'll leave it at that for the time being. But as you can see, ooh, thanks for the thumbs up. It's a really, really cold day. And just to inform everybody, today we're going off on an adventure to Silverstone, to like a lights festival. So yes, that'll be quite fun. So if you want to tune in, you will see a live whilst we're driving down the M6. Hopefully there'll be no traffic. You're right, Joseph. Yeah, there is a complete ridiculous level of equipment. Yeah, that's the thing. No rear light, weirdly. And the fact that you can't actually exchange, the steering wheel won't come towards you. So that's, yeah, that's it. You still got this, but you just can't pull it towards you. And I don't understand why. It's probably because, well, it's been like this since day one. It's probably quite a big job to put an extending steering wheel, or reach as it were. So there you go. It's also, I think, a 0.1 of a second faster to 60 with 8.4. But the one thing is, the prices have gone up. But I think it's worth it because you've got more things as well. Plus you get 7-year warranty because it's MG. Okay, better turn you off. So that's just a quick insight and first look. We've got new wheels as well. And these have got, they're like, can't tell if it's, yeah, this is a trim over, I can't tell if it's an alloy or a steely. It feels alloy, but I don't know. Good morning, the Maker Feel. No, you haven't. And you can go back and watch it anyway. We were just looking at the infotainment screen and what's new on the all-new ZSEV. Yeah, okay, it's the same vehicle essentially. But the fact that this has been moved was a massive thing. I mean, look, people complained about this being a bit flimsy. Joseph and I didn't see that, it seemed to be fine. And look, a blue MG badge. Sadly, it doesn't pulse anymore, gutted. But that's where it charges. And these are now on hinges with little locks. So you push that across and pull out. So no rubber bungs. Ta-da! Also in the boot, I noticed this last night. Sorry, it's a bit cold here. My mind's going a bit wobbled. Under here, better laid out. So yeah, you got your inflation kit and chargers. Charging, well, 80% in about an hour and 3 minutes at 50 kilowatts, but it will charge with 100 kilowatt. And they now class home charging as emergency, because I think it takes about 34 hours for a full charge. Not really surprising though, is it? I mean, you've now got 273 miles of range. So today we'll be setting off down to Silverstone. We'll stop on the way and do a quick charging video as well. But no, thoroughly impressed. So there you go. If you've got any questions, want me to cover anything in the full review, want me to do a separate video on things, I may well do a separate video on the infotainment, because arguably that's probably one of the best changes. I honestly don't know, Richard. Yeah, I do find that quite strange. And the fact it doesn't pulse. That's the one thing I really loved about the first gen. The pulsing MG badge. Mind you, I always liked strobes and underbody lighting on my cars back in the 90s. So things like that are like, woo! Also, you can find it in the car park. You've got auto lights. As I mentioned, they're full LED. Oh, that's clever. So in the daylight, the lights don't come on, but at night they do. So we can find you in a car park. Right, I'm going to stop wittering on, let you get on with your day, but I'll be back later with a live stream, likely from the M6 motorway. And all three of us are going down all dressed in Christmas gear. Wish us luck. Yeah, I think you're right, Joseph. I think that's exactly what the challenge was. As we know, there were a couple of things that people highlighted and said, why don't you change this? Why don't you do that? And to give MG their due, they have. They've done pretty much everything. The only thing that's missing, I think, is a rear light. That kind of comes with the territory with having a panoramic, but it's a sad point that they don't have those little, like, I suppose, book reading lights set into the side of the roof. But you know, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel with this, to be honest. It's pretty damn cool, it really is. Plus, the digital cluster's changed as well. Right, I'm going to go and stop wittering. Right, I'll see you live from Silverstone later tonight. Maybe even a road trip. See you later. Thanks very much. Bye.